4-3. And look who's coming into the Highlands now. I think it is game, set, and match against these poor Bahmanis. Our morale isn't super great. It's like he's using a forbidden technique upon us. However, jeez, what the hell is our morale? We're not using the Andra super... Oh, he died! Ooh. Wow, that hurt. That hurt a lot. We won, but that was dangerous. That was extremely dangerous. The numbers don't even benefit us that much at this point. No Andra Super General. Both of us are tapped for manpower, and we didn't get either wipe. And we still don't have the war goal, which is also super sucky. We could work on the war goal, however, and my allies still have high war enthusiasm, so we can make this go further. Victory is still on the cards for us, that's what I'm saying. My ruler is pretty old though, good chance he could die in all this excitement. Shadow will get you involved. I want Canker and Chanda back, and I'm super tempted to pay down this war exhaustion, so I will. Expensive, but I mean, this is the war that that saves me or kills me. Now here's my other concern. He has the manpower to reinforce his losses. We do not. He's also marching back into my country and hiring more units. That unit is ready so fast that I can be pretty certain he's recruiting mercs. What I can do is gain the war goal here to get a whole bunch ticking war score, but if that doesn't work out, I'm going to have to peace out, and it's not going to be pleasant for me. It's not going to be pleasant for me because I'm so glad we still have the 2 siege guy. What would I even give to people? I'd need to get this occupation and give it to Andra. Forts need to go. Actually, this going to Andra would be great, that going to you, and then I'll take something else. Yeah, see, there's a problem. Andra will hate my guts. Actually, I still want Golconda. I want it a lot. I will be taking Golconda. Oh, excellent. Vijay decided to come along and help me in my own home. Let me throw a general onto that so that things go a little bit smoother. Let me get increasingly concerned about all these Bahmani scum that are hanging around there. People are going to be unhappy because I'm taking more than they are, but look, I'm leading this war effort, so get off my case. Shadow is a hardy warrior, don't you know? Right, a little concerned about the direction you're taking here. You're probably going to come up and kick my sorry ass. So, wait, no, you're going to kick Vijayanagar's sorry ass. Yeah, I could probably just make my way down to the relative safety of... Oh, okay. Still not super sold on this. Let's go and reinforce that stack. Because I would really like to hold the... Another general died, or he got pulled away? Looks like he got pulled away. I still want some siege here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh. That's bad news for me. My precious merc is about to die. All the while, look at this. Bahmanis are getting their act together. If you give Arkan some Vijay cores, you can break their alliance. Maybe Arkan in the future. Arkan... Oh, you mean Andra, surely. I want Golconda though. I really want Golconda. Would they be satisfied if I... Hang on, does he even have cores here? No, he doesn't. I'd need to get one of these occupations and hand it over. Education for the poor. Actually sounds like a pretty good thing to do. Part of me just really wants to not do it, but it's hard to argue with that being a pretty good effect. Ratanpur gets a bit of unrest, however, it doesn't really have unrest problems. It certainly won't when I get rid of all this negative stability. So I'll take it. Oh, it's going to suck for that merc. Really suck for that merc. What are these suckers up to other than getting trounced in Badar? Part of the trust problem is the province you were going to give to Andhra, which you don't have occupied in peace deal. Yes, I'm well aware of that. That's why I'm trying to occupy it here. It's the war goal, so the amount of war score that we have flips dramatically. However, I am really uncomfortable in my lack of, well, everything here, but no siege on this, or no siege general on this is hurting badly. Also, I'm reinforcing super slowly on it, and my king is still there, which I don't like. But losing that super general was a big hit. On the plus side, my allies are still super stoked about the war. We're keeping ourselves... Oh, don't you dare, Vijay! I need that. Good man. Very good man. Now just don't occupy Golconda and we're good. Great. I want Golconda so much you have no idea. He's managing to do a lot with very little. I can respect what Vijayanagar is doing for me. And a big benefit that we're going to be getting at... Oh, damn, he's going to bring everything in. I need Vijayanagar and his 4-2 general to help us out there too. Good. What's not good is that this is jungle, and that's to his advantage. But we have a fair amount coming in. As long as he doesn't get reinforcements from Badar, we should be okay. After all, we're flanking him, we're outnumbering him, we're out-generaling him. And I can hear the roar of the... Oh my god, we're losing this battle pretty horribly. Did he get Tech 6? He got Tech 6. I knew it. With Tech 6, the war is over. Okay, that was a hit and a half. I should have seen that coming. We can't win if he's got Tech 6, so I am going to have to unceremoniously pull out here. Unfortunately, he knows it, so that's not a Golconda for me. I'm going to have to sneak my way into some occupation to give something over. Tech 6 is too huge, I can't fight against that. But I need to rob a couple of his forts from him so that the future wars go better, even if that means I'm not personally getting the land. Jake, break their alliance with Jharkhand. I don't really have a good reason to do that. Their alliance with Jharkhand will probably potentially bring them into unpleasant wars here. If I break it, they might make another more troublesome one, and Jharkhand isn't a threat. I was able to knock them out like they weren't even there previously. Right, if I delay on this, then their taking war score only grows. But what I could do is grab a couple of sneaky occupations, even if it's a touch expensive. Yeah, our units are scattered though. I can't let them get more easy victories on us too. And he's breaching the walls on his capital. Oh, this is pretty bad in a number of ways for me. If I got this, I could hand it over to Andhra. Andhra wants that. Stall the war until you get Tech 6 yourself. So what, my 8,000 units can flip the war on their own? Not going to happen that way, unfortunately. He's going to get that occupation back. What I need is for this to go down. If I could set Andhra with that as an objective, then could work out. Orissa have hired units from Koch. Not a problem, I'm not at war with Orissa, but I did label them as interesting, so go figure. If I can get this before they can take that capital back, then that's pretty good. And they're eating disease, which is also pretty good for me. He's split up his units quite a lot, so I can't reliably carpet siege the guy. It's actually going to be very unfortunate if he gets that siege. It's a lot of development to lose to him. I wonder if Vijayanagara can put up some kind of... that's a lot to lose. How much war score do we actually get from that occupation? Even if it's an unfortified province, it's 1.7 for that. What a lame peace deal I'd be making here. That said, we might be able to hold out a little bit. We still have a fair army here, and he's clogged up with occupations. He may have gotten that, however... Oh, Jesus, if Bidar goes the other way, then that is game, set, and match. How much do I want to risk that? If he were convinced to not be fighting in Bidar, then that could buy us some time, even if we ate some losses for it. Uh-oh. Come now, Bidar, don't you dare fall on 14. Whew. The riskiest biscuits around. 29 days on that siege, 34 on this. We won't be able to get this in time. We did win a battle, and this could go to Andhra. And then I could make this piece. Ah, shoot, I want that. But that doesn't go to Andhra. And this isn't a piece they'll accept, even though we're kind of close to it. We have 2 forts, so we can ask for any fort we want around here. This would be an alright peace deal for me, but it can't really happen. And he'd never give up Golconda for me. I could simply betray... There's a lot of betrayal that could be done here. But all this is severely risking on Bidar, because Bidar itself is worth 28.4 war score. That changes the war entirely. If I betray Andhra, they will never forgive me. Not that that's the biggest of deal, right? I still have Vijayanagara as an ally. But I really need to take that fort. Giving Vijayanagara that extra fort gives them so much advantage over the next war with Bahmanes. But there's no easy way to get myself Golconda. I can take that fort though. How I'd want that. How I'd want that so much. Yeah, the war score is still ticking against me because of that. That accursed Tech 6 hit me hard. The war score will tick. January, February, March, April, May. Okay, there is an extra day here in this month. Still, though. That could be a peace deal. But this would be a better one, and just so close. Is there anything I can magically do? Oh, Bahmani ruler is a fierce negotiator, -10. I mean, they could die in the next siege phase. That would be nice. Attacking into here. For one, we'd probably lose. That's how important that tech is. I could let the month tick. See what we do with this day. I don't want to lose this. This siege isn't really worth anything. But the loss of Bidar is too big a deal. I can't have that. God damn, that fierce negotiator is really kicking my ass. Hell, I could take 2 provinces for myself. This is meant to be the war that breaks you. Getting myself a fort isn't too bad, though. Get the besieging war goal modifier. I don't really think it works that way. Also, can we even get there in time? 29th of June, that's 16 days from now. The siege is going to be over in 12. Probably, like it's something I can't reasonably risk. And he's not leaving that, is he? Okay. Sucks, but I'm gonna have to make peace here. Do I take more land or money? What's gonna hurt him more? Also, do Vijayanagara have other cores on them that they could rather have? Like, it might be better to strengthen Vijayanagara of all things here. Yeah, I think money is likely key here. An extra province would... Well, then again, I'm ever closer to Golconda with that. That trust ain't going anywhere. Wait, what? I thought I could take that previously. I guess greed continues to hurt. I can take the 3 development one though. Alright, I'm probably gonna have to deal with that. I don't like this at all, but hey ho, we stripped 2 forts away from him. My friendship with Vijayanagara is slightly solidified. More favors with Vijay is probably better, actually, than that land. Yeah, favors are worth it, because I generate favors so slowly. Yeah, worth it. What if I didn't take that land? 8 favors. No, the fort has to go. Somebody's telling me to risk it. There's no way. I would lose the war so hard if I risked all that. So my trust with you is now below 30, which means you're gonna end our relationship. That blows really hard, but at least if you're gonna break the relationship, I didn't strengthen you, and you're going to be prime candidate or landidate for me. I'm glad we stuck it to Bahmanes, but I need a fierce negotiator to die already. Okay, we came out on top. Not super on top, but we didn't lose, and that's winning. We had quite the bad luck there between Mega General dying and... Oh man, I'm gonna miss you, Andra. You were a great stopgap. I got super good relationship with Orissa right now. I could marry them and not follow it up with an alliance, but still, that's good. Yarkan, what's their face? Gorka. My number of targets is actually diminished here, especially if I can't fight Andra. However, if they break that alliance with me, Andra is a fantastic target for me to eat when I pull Vijayanagara into a separate war, which I can now do because I got enough favors to do so. They just need to not be in debt, have war exhaustion, yada yada. The real Swedish legacy, everyone's a winner, and the Swedish are so goddamn cocky about what they did in World War II. Yes, we sold iron to the bad guys and still look like the good guys. Thanks, Sweden. Sweden, no. Okay, that took a few days off my life. Now Andra deciding that we are scum of the earth. I need that trust to repair itself, and that's going to take some time. But at least I was able to pull them in using up all their favors. If I was going to deny anyone land, I'm glad it worked out that way. Alright, very good. Sid saying think of the dosh. I'm always thinking of the dosh. As everyone should. It's your one modus operandi in life. Generate the dosh. Not sure what to do with this fort. Probably better to keep. It's a good magnet, I would say, for people that want to attack me. That said, I'm bound to get rebels. Looking at this, the number of rebels isn't too high, so I can sit tight a wee bit. I'm going to get that core done, chill out a wee bit, and consider my next actions. I made super friendly with Malwa. Next time around, I dare say Malwa can join in on the Bahmani trashing. They should be my ally. My friend and ally Malwa. Ah, their enemy is Vijayanagara. Vijayanagara won't like that. But they're not going to attack each other, nor do they have mutual targets that they would either of them defend. Vijayanagar is the primary ally, but Malwa is the close second. Yeah, this is perfectly acceptable. Yeah, they start with this 556 and their follow-up ain't bad either. There's a lot of extremely strong rulers in this time frame in India. I remember Trintragula telling me very much about them, which is fascinating. There's nothing that man doesn't know about India that you still need to know. Alright, let's hope this doesn't create too much beef with Vijayanagar. Doesn't look like a lot, but we opened up the arse end of Bahmanis here. Look at his defences now. Bidar, you know, that's it. His south is open. This was always open. His strategic depth ends here. I'm just trying to pat myself a bit on the back here for winning a war that had a lot of things set against me. Just saying, my knocking out of Jharkhand took 7,000 troops out the picture, and it was fairly beautiful. Beautiful. Dive. Orissa are on a rampage. Hopefully they end up like our laser when he was fighting here and just get relegated to nothing but Arkani land. Alright, so Vijayanagar are going to go through a bit of a tight phase with those peasants rising up and probably a few other rebels, but from where I stand, things look pretty okay. Let's keep the relationship with you going. You're going to hate me a bit because of allied to rival malice. I need to start thinking about how to fight Andhra. Best way to do that is to pool Vijayanagar into a separate war. That war will be with Bahmanis. Ideally, we fight a big war with Dip and Dup, and I don't need to promise Vijayanagar land in this one. And during that war, of course, Andhra dies. Not that that'll be an easy thing to do, but okay, maybe it will be an easy thing to do. That's our goal, have it be an easy thing. But Bahmani is our next realistic target here. As long as they don't make other irritating allies. This is where Delhi allies Bahmanis, right? Well, I mean, Bahmani, they still have Orissa looking friendly at them. Neutral stuff going on with Delhi. The thing is, they have a lot of enemies, but that also means a lot of friends that can be found. Hey Jake, it's great to see you stream some EU4. Any chance this campaign will be uploaded to YouTube? Yes, it will. I even plan on doing so tonight, because I'm certain people on YouTube that have been sitting for 2 months and not getting any grand strategy content are not too happy. Now, the dissatisfaction of YouTube plebs is something I genuinely rub my nipples to, but on the flip side, wow, Andhra have gone so far as to rival me. I'm not going to rival them back, I'm going to be the bigger man here. Hopefully it's Vijayanagar that says to them, you can't be my friend anymore because you hate my best friend Kalahandi. Kalahandi gave Vijayanagar Mudgal. What did Kalahandi ever give Vijayanagar? Pain and suffering, no doubt. Okay, so we got our super relations with Malwa. Probably high time I got a lot more claims here. I want to take a big bite out of Bahmanis. Whilst Orissa, it's probably good that we stay on the relatively friendly terms, like kind of staring each other down going, we cool? We cool. But Bahmanis have got to go. They need to have expectations for you to let them down, says Sid. I mean, I've said a lot of horrible things to YouTube scrubs before, and I stand by each and every one of them. But by the same token, I feel bad building something and then not really, not giving it the renovations it deserves, I suppose. I was thinking when I started up the stream, you know, what if I started and just say, listen, I have an announcement, I'm going to stop streaming forever, blah, blah, blah. And, ooh, maybe I should say that more often, because the white elephant appears. Swell. Anyway, I decided against that, because it seemed even too cruel for me. Barcode, leaving a message for the YouTube plebs, hoping that they enjoy the video. The primary reason I stream has always been and will always be, it's for me to enjoy. You guys enjoying it too? That's a set bonus. I'd probably still be doing this even if back 5 or 6 years ago, whenever this started, I never did get the viewership that I have today. I can blame it all on that Ming OPM World Conquest. No, Asian OPM World Conquest thing. That's the stuff that started it. And really it's been downhill ever since. The good old days of having 20 people watch as I accidentally have my mic muted for half my Aztec campaign. That was the golden age. Right, I'm digressing here quite a bit, because I'm not wanting to face the reality that is a Tech 6 Bachmanes breathing down my neck, and probably not very impressed with what I've done. Also, something to consider are the many permanent claims of Vijayanagara. If I annex Andhra, they're going to be none too chuffed about it, and it's not like we're on the best of terms trust-wise. Harumph. Still, it's going to happen. It has to happen. And it's going to happen next time. I'm actually going to save and finish the stream up there, because my heart's still beating over that Bahmani war. So, as I said earlier, but I suppose not everybody would have caught it, yes, I wasn't streaming not streaming Grand Strategy for a couple of months. There were plenty of reasons. The reasons have now all subsided. Even Monster Hunter World, amazing as it is, it's so refreshing to get a game that you anticipate for a long time, and it's everything you want and more. And yet, you know, I've sunk enough time into that. I'm back, I'm streaming, I'm grand strategizing, and that's how it's going to be continuing. And I will be back with more of this either tomorrow or the day after. Of course, I have a weekly one-shot to do, and we need more spooky games for that. I'm eyeing up Alien Isolation, but that's all problems for future Jake. Because for me, for now, it's cheers and cheerio.